Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting to something really interesting, the O workout. It's a set of 7 evidence-based exercises, all designed to boost your sexual wellness, maybe even unlock that orgasmic potential.
Yeah, and it's focused on a part of the body that's, well, crucial, but often just completely ignored.
Totally overlooked.
And we want to be really clear from the start. This isn't about trends or quick fixes. This is grounded in, actual science, anatomy.
Right.
We're talking about your pelvic floor. Think of it like your core muscles, just as vital. But historically, it hasn't gotten nearly the same attention.
So true.
Everything we're covering today is all based on solid, science-backed health info. 100%.
And I bet some people listening might think, exercise for better orgasms, really? It might sound a little out there.
Sure, it might sound that way initially.
But we're really digging into the anatomy here, the physiology. It's not abstract stuff.
Not at all. It's about understanding how these specific muscles work and how strengthening them, getting control over them, can have, well, pretty profound effects.
Okay, so break it down for us. What is the pelvic floor exactly?
Okay, imagine a kind of muscular hammock, right? Stretching from your pubic bone at the front to your tailbone at the back.
A hammock. Okay.
And this hammock, it supports your bladder, your bowel, and your reproductive organs. Super important support structure.
And how does strengthening it help?
Well, for women, building strength and, importantly, control in these muscles can directly lead to increased sensation, more intense orgasms, potentially.
Okay. And for men?
Also crucial. For men, these same muscles play a big role in erection quality, maintaining erections, and also in ejaculatory control.
Wow. Okay. So benefits across the board. Now, I think when most people hear pelvic floor exercises, one word pops into their head.
Kegels.
Kegels. Exactly. But you're saying there's like way more to it than just that.
Oh, absolutely. Kegels are definitely part of the picture, but they're just one single type of contraction. It's like, imagine wanting strong, functional arms, right?
Yeah.
And all you ever did was bicep curls. Just curls, nothing else.
Right. You'd be pretty limited. Your triceps would be weak. Shoulders may be unstable.
Exactly. You'd see the limitations fast. Your pelvic floor is similar. It's a complex group of muscles. It needs a variety of movements, different kinds of engagement to really function optimally.
And that's where the 7-move workout comes in.
That's precisely the idea, to provide that needed variety and comprehensive training.
Okay, so we know the why. Let's get into the how. You mentioned 7 moves. Where do we start? What's move number 1?
We start with the absolute foundation. We call it the perfect Kegel.
Perfect Kegel. Okay, emphasis on perfect.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because the tricky part with Kegels isn't just doing them, it's doing them correctly, isolating the right muscles.
What do people usually get wrong?
Well, a lot of people accidentally bring in other muscles. They squeeze their glutes or tighten their abs or even their inner thighs.
Ah, okay.
The real skill, the perfect part, is that very precise control. Just the pelvic floor. Think about stopping the flow of urine midstream. That's the muscle group. Or maybe preventing gas from escaping.
Okay, that visual help.
You want a gentle lift, up and in. Hold it for, say, 3 to 5 seconds. And then this is really important. Release it slowly, controlled.
The release is key, not just the squeeze.
That slow, controlled release is actually where a lot of the strengthening happens.
Yeah.
It's eccentric contraction, just like lowering a weight slowly.
Interesting. So it's more of a gentle lift and controlled release, not just a hard clench.
Exactly. If you feel your butt or stomach tightening hard, you need to back off and refine that isolation. Focus.
Got it. Master the perfect Kegel first. So once you've got that isolation down, what's move number 2?
Move 2 builds on that. We take that foundational strength and we integrate it into something bigger. A compound movement.
Yeah.
The power bridge.
Power bridge. Okay, like a glute bridge in yoga or Pilates.
Similar setup, yes. But here's the twist. We're actively integrating the pelvic floor engagement. That's why we call it a power bridge.
Ah, so it's not just lifting the hips.
Right. This moves us beyond pure isolation into what we call functional integration. You're engaging your glutes, your core is stabilizing you, and you're activating your pelvic floor at the same time.
So it trains the pelvic floor to work with other big muscles.
Precisely. Which is much more like how your body works in, real life.
Yeah.
And during intimacy, it mimics and improves strength for those dynamic situations.
Okay, how do you do it?
You lie on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Then, as you lift your hips up off the floor into that bridge position, you simultaneously do that perfect Kegel lift, engage the pelvic floor, hold the bridge and the Kegel for about 5 seconds.
So both? Okay.
Then slowly lower your hips back down, but try to keep that pelvic floor gently engaged until you're fully down. Maintain the connection.
That makes a lot of sense. Training it to work with the glutes and core seems way more practical.
It really is. So from strength and integration, our third move shifts focus a bit. It's about coordination, specifically with your breath. We call it the breath and squeeze.
Breath and squeeze. Okay, I can see how breathing would be important. I feel like I instinctively hold my breath when I try to engage muscles sometimes.
Very common, and actually counterproductive here. Holding your breath can create downward pressure and stop you getting the full benefit. You want synergy.
So how does this move work?
It's about matching the movement to your breathing rhythm. You take a deep breath in, and as you inhale, you consciously, gently release and lengthen your pelvic floor muscles. Let them relax downwards.
Inhale and release. Okay.
Then, as you exhale, you actively engage. You do the lift, the squeeze upwards, coordinating it with the breath going out.
Exhale and engage. Got it. Inhale, release, exhale, engage.
Exactly. It teaches your body that natural rhythm. And there's another benefit. This specific breathing pattern actually helps increase blood flow to the whole pelvic region.
Really? Just the breathing?
The coordinated movement and deep breathing, yes. And as you can imagine, better blood flow is absolutely vital for optimal sexual response and health down there.
Fascinating. Okay, so we've got isolation, integration with bridging, and now coordination with breath. What's move number 4?
Move 4 takes it up a notch in terms of endurance and, well, adding a challenge. It's wall sits with a twist.
Wall sits. Okay, those are tough on the legs. Leaning against a wall like you're in a chair.
Exactly. Thighs parallel to the floor if you can manage it.
Yeah.
But here's the twist. While you're holding that challenging wall sit position, feeling the burn in your quads, you're also going to perform quick, sharp, isolated pelvic floor contractions, like little pulses.
Pulses? While holding a wall sit? Wow.
Yeah. Maybe every few seconds, just a quick lift and release pulse of the pelvic floor. It's sort of like interval training for those muscles.
Okay, that sounds intense. What's the benefit of doing it under that kind of leg stress?
It combines endurance, holding the walls, with pelvic floor power, the pulses. Your leg muscles are working hard, your core is engaged to keep you stable against the wall, and you're training your pelvic floor to fire effectively, even when the rest of your body is under load or fatigued.
Ah, I see. So it translates to maintaining control when things get dynamic?
You could say that, yes. Better performance when dynamic performance counts.
Right. Okay, so far it's been a lot about engaging, strengthening, pulsing. Move 5 sounds like it might be different. Happy baby with flow. That sounds relaxing.
It is. And crucially important, we focused a lot on contraction, but release and relaxation are just as vital, maybe even more so sometimes.
Why is relaxation so important? Isn't stronger always better?
That's a common misconception. You can actually have a hypertonic pelvic floor, meaning it's too tight, constantly slightly engaged.
Too tight is bad.
It can be, yes. An overly tight pelvic floor can restrict blood flow. It can cause discomfort or even pain during sex. And it actually limits the muscle's ability to contract fully because it's already partially contracted. It reduces the range of motion.
Wow, okay. I never thought about too tight being a problem.
So happy baby, it's a common.
Yeah.
Yoga pose is fantastic for teaching the skill of release. Letting go, ensuring those muscles can not only contract powerfully, but also relax completely.
How do you do the pose?
You lie on your back, bring your knees up towards your chest, kind of towards your armpits. Then you can either grab the outside edges of your feet, or if that's too much, just hold onto your ankles or the backs of your knees.
Okay. Knees wide.
Knees wide, soles of the feet aiming roughly towards the ceiling. And the flow part is just gently rocking side to side. Breathing deeply into your belly and consciously focusing on releasing any tension down there in your hips, your groin, your pelvic floor itself.
So the goal isn't strength here, it's letting go.
Exactly. Cultivating a full range of motion. Muscles that are strong and supple. That balance is what creates the best sensation, the most freedom.
That makes sense. Balance. Okay, so after finding relaxation, where do we go next? Move 6.
Move 6 brings strength and flexibility together again in a really functional way. It's squats with pelvic tilts.
Squats. Okay, another classic exercise. Good for legs and glutes.
Fantastic for hip mobility and glute strength, yes. And we're layering that pelvic work onto it.
With tilts, how does that work?
As you lower down into your squat, keeping good form, chest up, weight in your heels, you do 2 things simultaneously. You gently tilt your pelvis slightly forward, just a small tuck under.
All right, a little pelvic tuck.
And at the same time, you engage your pelvic floor, that lift.
Engage while tilting and squatting down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then, as you push back up to standing, you try to maintain that pelvic floor engagement.
So it's integrating the pelvic floor lift with the squat movement and a pelvic tilt. That sounds complex.
It takes a bit of practice, coordination, but it really enhances your body awareness. And, well, think about the movement pattern. A squatting motion with pelvic control is quite similar to certain, let's say, natural rhythmic movements where integrated strength is very beneficial.
Ah, I think I get the connection. Very clever. Okay, that's 6 moves. What's the grand finale? Move number 7.
The grand finale. This one is really about fine-tuning control and awareness. We call it the elevator.
The elevator. Okay, intrigue level high.
This is more of an advanced visualization exercise, but it builds incredible control. You need to imagine your pelvic floor is like an elevator in a building.
Okay.
You start at the ground floor. That means your pelvic floor is completely relaxed, totally let go.
Ground floor, relaxed. Got it.
Then you slowly start to ride the elevator up. You contract just a tiny bit, engaging the muscles slightly. That's the first floor. Then contract a little bit more second floor, a bit more third floor.
Incrementally increasing the contraction.
Exactly. The goal is maybe to go up, say, 5 floors in total, feeling each distinct level of increasing engagement. Holding briefly at the top floor, the maximum comfortable contraction you can manage without engaging other muscles.
Wow. That requires focus.
It really does.
Yeah.
And then, just as importantly, you slowly come back down, floor by floor, releasing a little bit, 4th floor, a bit more, 3rd floor, all the way back down to the ground floor, fully relaxed, with control on the way down too.
That sounds like incredible fine motor control for muscles most people barely know they have.
It really teaches amazing proprioception, your body's sense of its own position and movement. And the beauty is it's super discreet. You can practice this literally anywhere. Sitting at your desk, waiting in line, watching TV. No one knows.
It's like a secret superpower you're developing. That mental image of the elevator is really powerful. Okay, so that's the 7-move-o workout. Perfect Kegel, power bridge, breath and squeeze, wall sit pulses, happy baby flow, squat tilts, and the elevator.
What the toolkit?
Definitely. Now, the big question. How often should someone actually do these? Is it an everyday thing?
Yes, consistency is absolutely key here. It really beats intensity.
Meaning?
Meaning it's much, much better to commit to doing maybe 5-10 minutes of these exercises every day, rather than trying to cram in an hour once a week.
Daily practice, even if short.
Exactly. That regular stimulation is what builds strength and coordination over time. You'll likely start noticing some tangible benefits, maybe better control, slight sensation changes within about 4 to 6 weeks of consistent daily practice.
4 to 6 weeks, okay.
But the really significant, potentially transformative changes, those often become more apparent around the 12-week mark.
Yeah.
So patience and consistency are vital.
Good to manage expectations.
Yeah.
And let's reiterate, because it's so important, the benefits go way beyond just sex.
Well, absolutely. Far beyond the bedroom. We're talking about real improvements in things like bladder control, reducing leaks when you cough or sneeze, for instance.
Huge quality of life issue for many people.
Definitely. Also, reduced back pain, because these muscles are part of your deep core stabilization system. Better posture. And yes, alongside all that, potentially a significant boost in sexual satisfaction and function.
It's really about overall core health and function then.
It truly is. Which brings up an important point, actually.
What's that?
While these exercises are fantastic for general wellness, for maintenance, for enhancement, if you're currently experiencing specific issues, like significant pain during sex or noticeable incontinence, or maybe a feeling of heaviness or prolapse. In those cases, it's really crucial to get a proper assessment from a healthcare professional, specifically a pelvic floor physiotherapist or physical therapist.
Okay, so these exercises are great for general improvement, but not necessarily a fix for existing medical conditions on their own.
Precisely. Sometimes you need that expert diagnosis and tailored guidance to address underlying problems. These exercises can be part of the solution, but professional assessment comes first for specific issues.
That is such important advice. Okay, so, listener, here's a little assignment for you, if you're up for it.
Homework time.
Yeah. We encourage you to just pick maybe 2 exercises from the 7 we talked about today, whichever ones resonated most or seem most accessible to you right now.
Just 2 to start.
And commit to trying them consistently. Maybe just for 5 minutes a day for this next week. See how it feels.
And remember, it's genuinely never too late to start. That's a myth we need to bust. These muscles, just like your biceps or quads, can strengthen and gain function at any age.
That's really empowering.
It is. And maybe a final thought to leave you with. If Putting some focus, some strength, some awareness into these really fundamental muscles can potentially transform not just physical sensation, but also your daily comfort, your confidence.
Yeah.
What other areas of your well-being might be quietly waiting for that same kind of deep dive attention? Where else could a little consistent effort make a big difference?
That's a fantastic question to ponder. It really broadens the perspective. Thank you so much for walking us through all that.
My pleasure. It's important stuff.
It really is. So thank you for joining us on this deep dive into such an essential and, like we said, often overlooked part of our health and, well, self-discovery. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep thriving.